Hey everybody, welcome to Guide to Points. We're really happy to have you with us. We hope you'll learn a lot today. What this course is going to teach you is how to use credit card welcome offers to accumulate points that you can then use to minimize your travel expenses. You can use credit card points for flights, hotels, car rentals, etc., and get those things essentially for free. Credit card companies want you to sign up for their cards, so they offer a lot of bonus points up front when you sign up for a new credit card after you meet what they call a minimum spend within a certain time frame. This is called a welcome offer. Most of us have a credit card already, and you may be thinking, well, I do get points for when I spend on my credit card that I have now, but it takes a long time to accumulate those points. But with a welcome offer, you can accumulate points a lot faster. For example, if you get a welcome offer of say 100,000 points as soon as you spend 6,000 in 3 months, that's a very short amount of time that you can earn a lot of points. So that's what we're going to teach you how to do, and we're going to teach you how to do it with money that you're already spending anyway. So again, we're not going to go out and spend a lot of money right off the bat. We're going to use our everyday regular spending to get literally hundreds of thousands of points in a short amount of time. I know some of you are probably wondering, aren't credit cards bad? Well, I want to change your thinking because I know it sounds crazy to some of you. So what I'm going to show you now is my real credit score. This is my personal credit score from Credit Karma. It's a really easy app that you can sign up for that takes about a minute. And it gives you your credit score from TransUnion and Equifax. You can also sign up for the Experian app, which will also give you your Experian credit score so that you can have all three of your credit scores from the three major credit companies. Then, for example, if you don't know what a good credit score is, the average credit score right now in the United States is 715. And I have right now an 809 credit score. And that is from these two credit reporting agencies. So using credit cards is not bad. It doesn't ruin your credit score. And if you want to learn more about your credit score, what it is, what it means, and also learn what makes up your credit score, we also have a short video on what a credit score is and how your credit score works and how actually doing this program will increase your credit score and make it better. So the next thing I want to get out of the way is it's kind of scary again, but the number of credit cards that I have opened in the last year is 15. I know, stay with me. Because when I first decided that I was going to do this for real, I did a lot of research and I wanted to make sure that it really did work. And with those credit cards that I have opened in the last year, I have accumulated over 1,000,000 points. And to give you an example is if you have 100,000 points and you cashed those out, that is $1,000. But what I'm going to teach you is if you use them for travel, like for example, in your credit card travel portal, those 100,000 points could be worth something like $1,300. Or if you were to transfer those to your airline or hotel accounts, they could be worth $2,700. So that's a really good value using points. So far in the last year, I have taken 3 trips for nearly free, meaning my flights and my hotels and even some of my activities have been covered with points, and they have been free. So just to reiterate, for those of you who are still really nervous about your credit score, this is an example of how credit cards can affect your credit score and what a good credit score is. So again, the average credit score is 715. So that's in this 670 to 739 in the good range. And then a very good credit score is 740 to 799. And then an exceptional credit score is 800 to 850. So let's talk about annual fees. A lot of these credit cards that are offering these amazing welcome offers have an annual fee that you pay every year just to have the credit card. But keep in mind that the benefits outweigh the cost of these fees. Credit cards that don't have an annual fee usually do not come with a very good welcome offer, and the benefits aren't as good. For example, there's a card right now that has a $95 annual fee, but that card comes with a lot of benefits. Some cards have benefits like free streaming services, airport lounge access, discounts on goods and services. So what you get from that card outweighs the cost of the fee and then some. In most cases, you actually end up making money. The other thing that you need to keep in mind is, remember when I gave you the example of what 100,000 points could actually be worth? So a credit card with a 100,000 point welcome offer with a $95 annual fee is worth up to $2,700. So wouldn't you pay $95 to get $2,700? Yes, I think you would. So always remember that these fees are worth it. Also think of it as Amazon Prime, for example. I know a lot of you have Amazon Prime that you pay an annual fee to have, so that you can get free shipping, and you're paying that because it's worth what you get in the benefits. It's also like when you have a Costco card, and I know a lot of you have a Costco card that you pay an annual fee for to have in your wallet. You get so much from it. So don't let an annual fee scare you away from applying for a card. So there's a couple of things we need to talk about before you begin this journey with me. One of the most important things is to be organized. You need to be able to keep track of your cards and keep track of your spending. So you need to have a budget. Hopefully you're already tracking what you're spending every month, and of course, hopefully your spending is less than what you earn. If not, you need to create a budget worksheet like this one, or it can be handwritten. I'll have a link to this example if you need it. Then you want to determine what items can be paid with a credit card, so you can make sure that you are able to meet that minimum spend. Again, the minimum spend is what you will need to spend in order to meet the requirement to get that welcome offer in the beginning. For example, most mortgage companies don't take credit cards. Investment companies usually don't take credit cards, but I found that most of my everyday expenses like utilities, gas, groceries, even your car payment and some of your kids' activities will take a credit card as form of payment. So after this exercise, you will know what you regularly spend every month, and every card's minimum spend will be different. But for this example, let's say if you can spend $6,000 in 3 months or $2,000 per month, then you would be able to meet the minimum spend to get the welcome offer on a few of the credit cards that are in my links right now. So of course, it is very important to pay off your credit card every week or every month. Do it every week. The reason is because these expenses I used to pay with my debit card, and it was coming out of my checking account anyway. The money is already in my checking account, so every weekend I go through and I pay my credit card out of my checking account, and that ensures that I am paying off that credit card when my statement comes at the end of the month. I'm able to pay the balance in full because we are not going to pay any interest. I know the credit card company hopes that we will pay interest because that's how they're going to make their money. But we are not going to overspend, and we are not going to pay any interest, and we are going to pay off our balance in full every month. That's why it's really important to be organized. If you have trouble staying on a budget, or if you have trouble keeping your spending in check, if you have trouble being able to pay off your credit card balance every month, this probably is not for you. So here's the exciting part. How do we get started? Well, start by opening one new credit card. Go to my links and determine which card you want to sign up for first. Take into account the welcome offer, the minimum spend, and the annual fee. Pace yourself. Slow and steady wins the points game. On average, you should open a new credit card every 60 to 90 days. There are hundreds of cards out there, so you are not going to run out of cards to open. But strategy is important, so be sure to watch my videos to learn more. Also, you're going to want to get multiple players on your team. Tell your spouse, your friends, other members of your household about your points journey goals. The 15 cards that I've opened weren't all in my name. Half were in my husband's name. Having players on your team means you can rotate opening cards in each other's names. It also helps meet the minimum spend if more people are using your current card. Also, consider opening business cards. Even if you don't think you have a business, watch my video about how you can qualify for a business card. Business cards are an important part of your points strategy. Well, I know you have a lot of questions, but don't worry. I'm going to help you every step of the way. Keep watching my Instagram posts as well as the course videos in my link tree. And please use my links to sign up for your credit cards because that helps me on my points journey as well. Always remember that wherever your points take you, just enjoy the journey.